Imagine you're enjoying a peaceful moment petting your cat when suddenly, ouch, their tiny needle-sharp teeth sink into your hand. What could have prompted such a reaction? It's natural to worry that your cat's biting might signal trouble in your relationship. You might wonder if you've unknowingly hurt them, or if they've suddenly decided they don't like you anymore. The sting from their bite isn't just physical. It can also hurt your feelings. However, there's no need to jump to negative conclusions. Cats often use biting as a form of communication, and the message they're sending isn't always a bad one. Understanding these subtle signals can help you better interpret your cat's behavior and strengthen your bond. In this video, we'll explore 7 reasons why your cat might bite you. And surprisingly, it could even indicate that the bond between you and your feline friend is stronger than you think. Stick around until the end, where we'll share 2 effective tips to help ensure your cat stops biting you for good. But before we jump in, take a moment to subscribe and become part of our feline-loving community. Here, you'll find plenty of advice on understanding and interpreting your kitty's behavior, helping you deepen your connection with your cat. Reason 1. They're afraid. This is likely the first reason that came to mind. Sometimes cats bite because they're feeling scared or distressed. Cats have 2 primary defense mechanisms, their claws and their teeth. While they generally prefer to use their claws, certain situations may push them to use their teeth as well. In a fight, especially with other cats but occasionally with humans, a frightened cat might resort to using both teeth and claws to protect themselves. For instance, if a cat is clinging to the floor to avoid being picked up, they're more likely to bite in their attempt to stay grounded. A surefire way to increase the likelihood of being bitten is by having your cat declawed. Declawing not only forces your cat to rely solely on their teeth in situations where they would typically use their claws, but it also inflicts significant and lasting pain. This chronic discomfort can lead to increased aggression, making a once gentle cat more prone to biting in general. Understanding the reasons behind this behavior is key to preventing it and ensuring your cat feels safe and secure. Reason 2. They don't want pets. If you're petting your cat and they suddenly turn around and bite you hard, it's a clear sign they weren't enjoying the experience as much as you thought. Cats usually give us clues when they're not pleased, but humans aren't always the best at picking up on those signals. When a cat lashes out during what seemed like a peaceful petting session, it's often due to a breakdown in communication between species. From our perspective, the bite seems to come out of nowhere. But from the cat's point of view, they may have been subtly telling you, "Hey, I'd like you to stop now," for several minutes, only to resort to biting when their cues were ignored. To avoid this, it's essential to learn how to recognize the signs of feline discomfort. A key indicator is your cat's tail movement during petting. Ideally, their tail should be either relatively still or gently winding around your legs. If you notice the tip of the tail starting to twitch, that's a sign your cat is beginning to tire of the attention. More pronounced tail movements, like elaborate twists or sharp lashes from side to side, are strong warnings that a bite might be imminent. By paying close attention to these signals, you can prevent unwanted bites and ensure your cat feels comfortable and respected during your interactions. Reason 3. They're just playing rough. If you've ever watched cats play, the sight might initially seem alarming, especially to a new cat parent. Cats often engage in play by pouncing on each other, appearing as though they're intent on biting and clawing each other to pieces. However, if you observe closely, you'll see that neither cat is actually hurt, and once the play session ends, they usually curl up together as if nothing happened. This rough-and-tumble behavior is how cats learn their limits. As kittens, they quickly discover that biting or scratching too hard results in a sharp yelp and an abrupt end to playtime. Over time, this teaches them to play gently, at least with other cats. However, this lesson doesn't always extend to interactions with humans. While cats learn to be cautious with their fellow felines, they often don't realize that human skin is much more delicate. Even the most gentle cat can seem rough when playing with us. If your hand strays too close to your cat's belly, an area that frequently becomes a target during play, or if your hand moves near their face like a toy, your cat may instinctively bite. It's not that they intend to hurt you. They simply think you're joining in the game. Understanding this playful yet potentially painful behavior is crucial in managing how you interact with your cat during these moments of fun. Reason 4. their belly is sensitive. While playfulness can explain why your cat might nip at your hand when you touch their tummy, it's not the only reason. In the wild, a cat's belly is a vulnerable area that predators or rivals might target, as it provides access to vital organs. Consequently, when cats engage in play, they instinctively protect this area, using it to hone their skills for fighting, hunting, or self-defense. This natural instinct makes a cat's tummy highly sensitive, and for some cats, an unexpected touch can be quite uncomfortable or even painful. Given this sensitivity, you might wonder why your cat sometimes rolls onto their back, seemingly inviting a belly rub, only to react with a bite if you oblige. The truth is, when your kitty exposes their belly, they're not necessarily asking for a rub. Instead, they're displaying a deep level of trust. By putting themselves in such a vulnerable position, your cat is signaling that they feel safe and secure around you. This act of trust is a compliment, even if it sometimes leads to mixed signals. Understanding this can help you better interpret your cat's behavior and avoid situations where that trust might be tested by an unwelcome touch. Reason 5. They might be in pain. Occasional biting during petting can sometimes be a sign of a deeper concern. If you notice that your cat frequently bites when you touch a specific area of their body, it's essential to pay attention to what part you were petting when the bite occurred. Cats have certain areas like their belly, legs, and tail that are particularly sensitive, and petting these spots may be uncomfortable or even painful for them. However, if your cat has always been fine with you stroking their side or back but suddenly starts reacting with bites, this could indicate that something is wrong. A change in behavior like this might be your cat's way of signaling pain or discomfort in that area. In such cases, it's advisable to take your cat to the vet to rule out any medical issues. It's always better to be cautious, as catching potential health problems early can make a significant difference in your cat's well-being. Reason 6. They're territorial. Cats are naturally territorial creatures, and having designated spaces they can call their own is crucial for their well-being. In a multi-cat household, it's especially important for each cat to have areas they can retreat to without feeling threatened by others. Even though humans aren't usually perceived as direct threats to a cat's territory, they still need to respect a cat's need for personal space. Just like you wouldn't call the police because a neighborhood cat wandered into your yard, your cat typically doesn't see you as a territorial threat, but they still need their alone time. When a cat doesn't have a quiet space to escape to, they can become stressed and more protective of whatever limited personal space they do have. This territorial stress might manifest as increased aggression, including biting. A lack of a dedicated den or private area can make your cat feel cornered or overwhelmed, prompting them to defend their territory by lashing out. Ensuring that your cat has a safe, quiet place to relax can reduce the likelihood of these aggressive behaviors. Reason 7. They're grooming you. Occasionally, a cat's bite might not be as negative as it seems. You might know that cats groom each other by licking their fur, but you might not realize that many cats see petting as a form of human grooming. This process, known as allo-grooming, involves one cat using its teeth to help another cat remove knots and debris from their fur. When your cat decides to groom you, they usually avoid using their teeth due to your sensitive skin. However, if they become overly excited or engrossed in the moment, they might forget to be gentle. These gentle nips or nibbles you might experience are actually an expression of affection. Rather than a sign of aggression, these bites are part of their way of showing that they care and are bonding with you. Understanding this behavior helps you recognize that, even though it may catch you off guard, your cat's bites can be a heartfelt gesture of love. What to do if a cat bites you? If your cat bites you but doesn't break the skin, you likely don't have much to worry about. Nevertheless, it's still a good idea to wash the area where you were bitten, as cat saliva can carry bacteria. If the skin is broken or grazed, it's crucial to take immediate action. A broken skin wound exposes you to bacteria from your cat's mouth, which can potentially lead to an infection. Start by cleaning the wound thoroughly with soap and water. Once it's clean, cover it with a Band-Aid or a sterile bandage to protect it from further contamination. Monitor the wound closely over the next few days. If you begin to notice any flu-like symptoms, such as fever or swelling, seek medical attention promptly. These symptoms could indicate cat scratch fever, a serious illness caused by bacteria transmitted through scratches or bites from cats. Acting quickly can help prevent complications and ensure proper treatment. How to stop your cat from biting. It's important to address biting behavior in cats early on, even if your kitty is just a playful kitten and it seems harmless now. Consider whether this behavior will still be endearing when they're an adult cat with a stronger bite. Cat bites typically arise from either a cat not realizing they're causing pain or from stress and frustration. For cats that bite without realizing it, you can help them learn to avoid this behavior by clearly communicating when they've hurt you. Respond by saying ouch in a firm voice when they bite or scratch, and then immediately stop interacting with them for a couple of minutes. This teaches your cat that biting leads to an end of playtime and affection, reinforcing that hurting you has consequences. If biting stems from stress or frustration, it's important to provide your cat with alternative ways to channel their energy and express their feelings. Ensure they have a variety of toys to play with and create safe, quiet spaces where they can retreat when they need a break from social interaction. Providing these outlets helps prevent your cat from becoming overwhelmed and resorting to biting as a way to cope. So, there you have it. 7 reasons why your cat bites you. Understanding why your cat might give you a little nip can really help you keep those bites in check and boost your bond with your furry pal. Whether it's playtime, communication, or just a bit of kitty stress, knowing the reasons behind their behavior makes it easier to keep things smooth and happy. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more fun and helpful cat tips. Ring the bell so you're always in the loop with our latest videos. Got a funny cat bite story or a burning question? Share it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.